During the twilight of World War II, as Germany faced mounting pressure on all fronts, innovation became a desperate strategy. Amid the struggle for dominance at sea, the Kriegsmarine, or the German Navy, introduced a unique naval force, the Kleinkampfverbände, or the small battle units. This elite group specialized in the operation of unconventional naval weapons, including midget submarines, explosive speedboats, and other secret maritime technologies. While their impact on the war's outcome was limited, these daring operations showcased both the ingenuity and desperation of the Axis powers in the face of overwhelming odds. The Kleinkampfverbände emerged in April of 1944 as a response to the Allies' growing naval superiority. Inspired by similar innovations from other nations, such as the Italian and British midget submarines, the Kriegsmarine sought to create a force capable of executing high-risk, high-reward operations. The goal was to inflict disproportionate damage on Allied naval forces, disrupt supply lines, and delay the invasion. Rear Admiral Helmut Haie played a pivotal role in establishing this unit. Recognizing the potential of small, secret, and expendable craft, he spearheaded the development of an arsenal of mini-submarines and explosive boats. These platforms were manned by a mixture of experienced naval personnel and young volunteers, all of whom underwent rigorous and dangerous training. The pilots' physical problems were treated with a combat drug tablet called D9, which was a mix of oxycodone, cocaine, and methamphetamine. Extensive tests with this drug showed that the pilot fell into a state of euphoria lasting 2 to 3 days and then into total exhaustion. During the development phase of the unit, Haie calculated that approximately 17,000 personnel were needed. Of these, 1,000 were to be officers and 16,000 non-commissioned officers and men. The majority was planned for ground organization, which was to consist primarily of drivers, administrative staff, and maintenance and repair crews. Admiral Dönitz agreed to this request and at the same time confirmed that he would give Haie all support in the personnel issue. However, Dönitz denied Haie the opportunity to recruit commanders of normal submarines for his new unit. Recruitment was done through advertising and targeted propaganda, as entry into the unit was to be on a voluntary basis. Initially, the core of the unit consisted of only a few hundred operators. But as the units were built up, the troop strength rose to around 8,000 men by late October of 1944. The Kleinkampfverbände deployed several platforms. The Biber or Beaver was the smallest submarine used by the Kriegsmarine, designed for single-person operations. Equipped with only 2 torpedoes, it had a limited range and proved challenging to maneuver. Despite its simplicity, the Biber's missions often ended in disaster due to technical failures or Allied countermeasures. A slightly larger two-man submarine, the Molch or Newt, was primarily intended for coastal defense. While its range and payload were improvements over the Biber, it too faced relatively issues, making it more of a defensive weapon than an offensive tool. The most successful of the midget submarines, the Seehund or Seal, combined relative reliability with decent range. Its two-man crew could deliver effective attacks on Allied shipping, and it achieved modest success during its operational tenure. The Linse or Lance was a small, fast speedboat packed with explosives designed to ram enemy ships. Operated in larger groups, one boat would detonate on impact, while others distracted the target or provided reconnaissance. Despite their bold concept, their success was hampered by Allied air and naval dominance. And finally, the Neger or Negro. Though technically a human torpedo rather than a boat, these craft were piloted torpedoes with operators inside. The pilots would guide the device toward a target and then bail out, though many missions ended in pilot fatalities due to the inherent risks. The Kleinkampfverbände conducted several daring missions, although with limited strategic effect. Their operations included attempts to disrupt the D-Day invasion fleet and attacks on Allied shipping in the English Channel and North Sea. The Seehund, in particular, found some success sinking Allied merchant vessels and evading patrols. However, the unit's effectiveness was undermined by several factors. Many craft were plagued by mechanical failures, leading to mission aborts or losses. The Allies' overwhelming naval and aerial dominance made it difficult for these small craft to approach the targets undetected. The dangerous nature of their missions resulted in heavy losses among their crews. It is interesting to note that the Knight's Cross was awarded to 6 members of the Kleinkampfverband for services during the Allied invasion of Normandy. The German Cross in Gold was awarded to dozens of members of the unit until the end of the war. The Wound Badge was also awarded for injuries sustained in action. However, it is important to note that any injuries sustained during the training without direct enemy action were not taken into account. It seems that the awarding practice served more as an incentive than as a recognition of military successes. Until the end of November 1944, the units did not have a weapon-specific combat badge that clearly identified the recipient as a member of the Kleinkampfverband. However, on the 30th of November 1944, the Bewahrungs- und Kampfabzeichen der Kleinkampfmittel, or the Probation and Combat Badge of the Small Attack Unit, was created, in order to be able to recognize future operations of all members. When designing the combat badges, the swastika and the imperial eagle were omitted, and the sawfish was chosen as the symbol of this unit. The Kampfabzeichen had 7 grades. The decoration could be awarded to any member of the German Navy participating in this secretive unit. All decoration used an image of a sawfish, and from grade 1 through 4, the Kampfabzeichen being formed by a gold-colored embroidered sawfish in a circular background of blue felt. These decorations were worn above possible other decorations on the left breast pocket. As far as it is known, the Bewährungsabzeichen and grades 1 through 4 of the battle badge have actually been awarded. While the Kleinkampfverbände der Kriegsmarine failed to change the tide of World War II, they left an enduring legacy in naval history. Their innovative but desperate designs influenced post-war developments in midget submarines and naval special forces. Their operations underscored the strategic potential of small, stealthy vessels in modern warfare, a concept that continues to resonate in today's naval tactics. In retrospect, the Kleinkampfverbände exemplify the intersection of ingenuity and futility in wartime innovation. These silent hunters of the deep faced insurmountable odds, but demonstrated the daring and resolve of those who manned them in the final, desperate chapters of World War II. I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you want to support my channel, check out the PayPal donation link in the description or consider becoming a member. To make sure you don't miss my future work, subscribe to my channel please and press the bell notification button. Thank you and see you in the next video.